Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, habitual line crosser Knox. Okay, come on. That's what you want to say hi to everybody? What are we talking? Is that what you want? Okay, Jesus, hold on. This is like half of one. No, don't bark. No barking. Hey, no barking. Just eat the damn cookie. And now I gotta get one for Rain. These things are huge, so I gotta break them. All right, and there's one for Little Miss Rain. That's it. That's all you get for now until Protocol 4 time. Protocol 4 is, for those of you who might be new here, Protocol 4 is I have to give Nox and Rain a treat. Why did my camera suddenly turn into a fucking slideshow again? It does this randomly, and I don't know why. Anyways, what is going on? We got a bunch of mods in here. Man, everyone's doing just so happy. Everyone's so amazing. Sorry, there's my YouTube control panel. Non-concurrent. We are here. Dispense the treats. Yeah, I guess so. Someone said TikTok just got banned. I don't know what that entails. It kind of sucks because the filter that I use is in TikTok to make my characters, but a couple other places have it. So, you know, no matter what, I'll adjust and make things happen. Remember last week's outfit? No, I don't remember anything. Nope, didn't happen. Didn't happen. I will tell you this. There's a couple of things. Hey, what's going on? Rock Skunk from the Netherlands. How's it going? What do I think of the DF41? Is that the DFZF? Let me double check. Let me double check. Oh, it's just one of their ICBMs. I mean, it's nothing crazy. Sorry, did anyone watch the video today? I hope you guys watched the video today. Time to go manual method, green screen. No matter what, I will continue to figure things out. It may look a little bit different, but I will continue to make them no matter what. I saw Syrian rebels captured the thing. Oh my God. The cornflakes one? Yes, I had fun making that one. Also, who can tell me what tomorrow is? What is tomorrow? I didn't plan this. By the way, my light is a little crooked in the back. I gotta fix it. It goes over there, not directly behind me. Well, yes, Saturday, but what? On the border of hell, we have cookies now. Fuck that, dude. Arizona's too damn hot. Plus, Arizona's a weird place. Just because Arizona has very loose gun laws, and usually, statistically, places that have loose gun laws really have a lower crime rate. And Arizona, Phoenix, mainly, has a pretty high crime rate. So I pay very close attention to Arizona. As an Irishman, loved your Captain Crumpet line in that one short. Well, thank you so much. It is Pearl Harbor Day. Got a bunch of y'all that said it in there. Yes, it is Pearl Harbor Day. Tomorrow is the 77th? No. 83rd anniversary of Pearl Harbor. A rough week this week, several anxiety attacks, but no suicidal ideation, 49 consecutive days, 7 weeks, a new personal record. Rodney, I'm fucking proud of you, man. Let's give you some horns up in here. So, I did not plan this, folks, and I kind of put myself up against the wall because, you know, life is all about managing expectations. And I woke up today and I was like, man, I know I got the exclusive going live on Pepperbox. You guys saw the video that went live on YouTube today. You saw it yesterday. And I was like, man, I'm sitting in a good position. I get to kind of relax today. And then I was like, fuck, tomorrow's Pearl Harbor Day. I always talk about touch the boats. I have to talk about when Japan touched the boats. I have to. And so literally just got done recording, editing, and uploading. It'll go live on Pepperbox at midnight tonight, and it'll be live tomorrow at noon on YouTube. So you guys will still see it, but it'll be there. Don't touch the boat day. Absolutely, James. Yesterday we had I saw the 7.0 earthquake off the coast of Cali, north of the state. I'm glad that you guys are okay there in Cali. Believe it or not. Means I have an opportunity. Yes, I did have an opportunity, but I was kind of behind the gun. I was kind of behind the gun. So not as many planes, but no, I think you guys will still enjoy it. Also, Weapons is in here. So I'm going to just tell you guys pretty much, Weapons comes in here and he asks me for my, opinion on all aircraft, because he knows I'm way better versed in aircraft and especially aircraft weapon systems. He named himself Weapons because he likes weapons. He knows that I do weapons. I regularly tell him that he's incorrect about the A-10 and he respects my opinion. What's up, Weapons? How you doing, buddy? Curiously Quiet is our raccoon friend. Yes, Franklin is. Yeah, sorry. I just haven't used Franklin in a little while. I'm sorry. The A-10 is a masterpiece. It really is. My dad was there. Your dad was there when we did Flight Test 5, Marshall? That's awesome. We probably met each other then. He was on Flight Test 5. I was the shooter for Flight Test 5. That's awesome. Well, tell your dad I say hi. I'm like a regular dude. You saw an LGM-25C2 ICBM silo. I don't know everything about everything. And it's something I've learned about the aviation world as well as the missile world is you can know a lot about a lot of stuff, but you can never know it all. So I'm unfamiliar. I have no shame in my game when I tell you I'm unfamiliar with that. Late to the show, World War II, the Bearcat. Tomorrow's the day after your birthday, or today is the day after your birthday? Imagine the movie Final Countdown with a kid. Dude, that movie needs to be remade. We need to do like a Ford or a Nimitz class, get sent back in time, just for the fucking hell of it. Like, I think it would be so much fun to see that. When is the next USA versus the world? I don't know. It's on my list. It is on my list of things, I assure you. F-15 is God's gift to military aviation. Yes. Yes or yes? So knowing what I know, it's the way I look at aviation is often the same way that I look at air defense systems. The F-15 is a powerhouse. I would never say that it's not. But against certain other aircraft, it would lose. So, every aircraft has its like thing that it's really good at. The F-15, love the aircraft. I think God's gift to military aviation is a bit of a stretch. Am I enjoying the CEO of Hunger Games in the first round elimination of United Healthcare? Bro, the memes are, I want you to know, if you're out there and you make memes, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. You got us through Harambe. You got us through Peanut. You got us through COVID. Like, you meme lords, I applaud you. And I'm so thankful that you are a part of this world. The fact... So I will say the greatest meme that I've seen out of all this thing is, you guys know that meme of Hillary Clinton when she was running for office and she like went into someone's apartment and they had like plants growing in their sink and she had like that really puzzled look on her face. And the meme was, when Europe sees America fix their healthcare with guns. And I laughed at my phone for a solid like 2.5, 3 minutes. I love it. It's wonderful. I couldn't believe it. And how you guys are savages. You're savages, man. Man. Protocol Maple Glory, drink maple syrup. I will not, Robin. You're gonna have to fucking maple board me with it, I think. I don't know. Communism. Oh, we can't say it a third time. He is in... They did Boston last night. Is it Buffalo tonight? Or vice versa? They do Buffalo and then Boston. I don't know. But I don't know if he's going to show up. It's Pearl Harbor Day. Will the Philippines get an appearance? Well, here's the thing. Is I'm not going to say yes or no, but I really wanted to talk about the Bataan Death March and the 200th Coastal Defense Artillery that held out at Bataan and all those other things. And I got so caught up in every aspect of the story. I didn't get to include as many characters as I want, and the video still ended up longer than I expected. So I can't say yes or no at this time. Can confirm, met him at TPA. He's a normal dude, taller than he looks on camera. Well, hello there, Critter Jet. Met me at Tampa. Wait, TPA, that's Tampa, right? Or was... I'm so sorry, Critter Jet. I'm not... What is TPA? That's going to drive me nuts. The EX is a missile truck. It really is. I need to see that meme. You guys, meme lords, man, I applaud you. I'm so thankful for meme lords. Why the hell is F-22 and 35 so much more expensive than the J-35? Very, very simple answer. They're built properly. And I'm not being a smartass there, right? Like, you can make a jet look however you want to, but materials and paint and all that stuff, and plus the research and development that goes into like stealth coatings and things like that are both proprietary to Lockheed Martin and Raytheon. They have different ones that are proprietary to their company. What it boils down to is, I don't know about the J-35 because we haven't really detected one flying on radar yet. We may have. Maybe it's not public information. But we have the J-20, which was their claim to fame for a while. And the J-20 is roughly about 100 times larger on the radar than an F-22 or F-35. So still reduced visibility, but that's why they're so much more expensive. I will tell you, Uncle Sam overspends on a lot of shit. We overspend on a ton. But some things make sense. Like the cost of a Patriot radar makes sense. People are like, you can justify $150 million. Absolutely. If you knew what it could do, abso-fucking-lutely. Everything else doesn't make any goddamn sense. That radar makes perfect fucking sense. Is it Tampa Bay? I met a lot of people all over the place. If he's the one that I had a conversation with in Tampa, I think he might have been. Just random, but I'm a German car 94 Mauser. I only know of one Mauser that's German. It's a car? Drinking maple syrup gives us mortal diabetes. TPA, Thad, Patriot are awesome. Can't fake quality. Knox is judging me right now. He is up. His eyes just got a little bigger. He's really locked in. He is absolutely judging us right now. Oh, Jihad. Jihad versus... I'm not going to read it out loud because it might get this thing canceled. Here's the thing. And I'm going to get real for you for a second here, the legacy. You're asking like my thoughts on the conflict in the Middle East, or between Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and Israel. Here's what I know. I know that no matter what, one of those sides, doesn't matter who, are going to continue to fight with the other. Okay? Without question. As long as they both exist, one is going to attack the other. It's just what it is. Now, I personally don't have a dog in that fight. What I will say is the sooner one of them completely defeats, eradicates, destroys the other, the sooner that area will be settled. Okay. Now, before anyone comes to me saying I'm advocating for something atrocious, I need you to understand, in war, there is no moral high ground. There's no good guys versus bad guys. There is winners and there is losers. Terrorism doesn't aim to win. Like they're boasting on the internet saying that like we're going to win, we're going to defeat Israel. Terrorism has never won. I just want you guys to know that they've never won. Now you might be like, well, there's still terrorists in Afghanistan and Iraq. You're right. They left the entire time the United States was there. They tried to fight us, kept getting their ass whooped. And then when we left, so there's a difference between winning and just surviving. They managed to survive. That was it. So I don't know what the answer is, man. I really don't. I wish both of them could just, bygones be bygones and like chill out, but they won't. So that's kind of the way I look at it. Hope that's not too far, man. Let me see. I think I got a little ahead. I need to catch up now. Heard little trash bandit was sneaking around Elon's dumpster. That little bastard's gonna go and find some information for me. Oh, I will tell you guys this. I'm gonna drop a little something on you, and chat's about to go fucking nuts with this. Myself and Mrs. Linecrosser, as well as John, have worked tirelessly. There is a new buff design coming. Maybe sometime around Monday. So we're going to leave that as everyone just, yes. There's someone is, never mind. I'm not going to say what someone's doing. So I saw the anti-aircraft captured in Syria. From the pictures I have seen, looks like an S-300. Everybody and their mother has the S-125 and the S-300. Because when Russia collapsed and was building back, they had S-125s and S-300s. Well, 300s kind of came later. If you're a friend of Russia as they were building up, you got an S-300. So, Franklin, Plushie, or Riot. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I should have had that shit already. Mrs. Linecrosser, email them again if you're watching. Forbore. Who are you trying to get with Forbore? Are you trying to get what's his name? I don't know his real name because I've only seen him. I've never talked to him. From Kentucky Ballistics. Yeah. Aaron had a super chat. Okay, no, yeah. So it's probably S-300. And here's the thing, though. The U.S. has been trying to get our hands on if it's a 400, that's a huge loss for Russia. And the reason why it's a huge loss is because you potentially have an intact, functional system that the U.S. can figure out every way to defeat. I mean, honestly, if we had a Patriot system get captured, a new, updated Patriot system captured by the Russians, strategically and tactically, it's a huge fucking loss. Now, if they got one that was destroyed, now you can learn hardware. You can't, check the software and see what you need to see. But yeah, other than that, huge loss. Communication is key. Nick might get busy. Do I got any stories about Fort Leonard Wood? I've never been to Leonard Wood. Trying to grow the Temu beard again. I'm trying, man. And well, this is a week. I got to shave it off. I go back to work on Monday. Can't wait to when you do Liechtenstein versus America. Who is Liechtenstein? Did I just get... It's Finland Independence Day? There we go. It's all fun and games until you start hearing the snowbank speak Finnish. It's a rifle. Oh, it's a rifle. Oh, okay. I was like, Mauser? I know a Mauser. Oh, man. Oh. Need more badass buff. Buff doesn't bluff. We're going to just scroll right past that. I can't elaborate anymore, for the, for science. Yeah. To scare Japan from flashbacks, bring back the Army 77th ID. Shit. That's showing your age there, my good sir or ma'am. Was that an ad placement? No. Was it? I'm not advertising. Oh, Phoenix. Here, tell you what, Phoenix, here. Phoenix, if you share this with anyone, I will immediately make counter accusations and reverse you as a mod. Let's put it to you that way. So, you say nothing, you show nothing, and you get to keep this to yourself. Okay? Where you got Phoenix. There you go. Check your Discord, Phoenix. That might be around on Monday. As an air defender with the U.S. coalition with NATO and non-NATO countries, how hard do you... So for me, my job, that's actually a great question, Matt. For me, I am simply a discrimination and shooter. Like everyone has their own little slice of the pie. So I'm a 14 Echo, which means I'm Patriot Fire Control. We work on the THAAD system. I'm not THAAD qualified. And then eventually we will work on IBCS. So my job is they deconflict and identify. If I see something that nobody else has identified, no one else has deconflicted, and I say, hey, what is this? And they're like, it's not identified, kill it. Or if I can positively identify it as an enemy missile, my job is to kill it. Now, in ATOM BAE, which is primarily 14 Golfs, ATOM is air defense, air defense area management, battle space, I have no idea what ATOM BAE stands for anymore. Their job is airspace deconfliction. I just see what's going on up there. Now, occasionally I have to deal with a furball or something like that, and a furball is just friendly and enemies in close proximity. It's a dogfight. But other than that, not really a big deal. Need more badass. Oh, yeah, we already went over that. Phoenix is typing in the Discord real quick. I have done a B1 character before. I did, there we go. Phoenix likes it. I had a crazy dream about Grandpa Buff and the kid going on vacation. There was an F-15 plushie being made. I don't know who makes those. I mean, it's not my neck of the woods. Nothing against them. I mean, hey, if people want to do that stuff and make their own money, do your thing. They got whacked by Hezbollah. We had howitzers in our apple orchard. Damn. We got a bit of a gap there. Opinion about the Poland recent military spending spree. The Polish know what's up. Like, this is the thing, guys. If you're like, what's going on in the world right now? Yes, read up on it, learn on it. I hope for anyone in here who may be South Korean or better versed in the South Korean, like what is going on over there than I am, I highly encourage you, like, please inform me, because you can ask my Discord. Like, I went into my Discord and was like, all right, who's from South Korea? Because like the more articles I read about what the hell was going on in South Korea, the more confused I got. Like, I understood that he did it and what was the repercussions, but like no one made it clear why the fuck he did it. So there was that. And then what was it? Oh my God, I just totally lost my train of thought. So what I'm telling you is go back in time and read up on right before World War II, and you're going to be able to draw some very concerning parallels to modern world. You're going to be like, oh, fuck, that happened about a year before that happened, and that happened, oh shit, a year before it happened here. That's not good. What is my opinion on the CEO of United Healthcare being unalived? Okay. Do I think that the CEO himself made the decision to deny somebody's claim? No. Do I think the CEO himself is responsible for that? No. However, I think that him and the board members had an influence on people doing that in order to maintain profit margins. The entire idea of healthcare being a for-profit thing is just strange to me. Now, I'm not one of those like free healthcare for everybody. No, but I think there are some things that should be free that cannot be abused. Insulin, chemotherapy should be absolutely fucking bought and paid for. No one's doing fucking insulin on the side of the road. So why the fuck are people paying for it? Sorry, we'll leave that alone. Anyways, but I think Blue Cross and Blue Shield got that answer really, really, really fast. I don't know if you guys know, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, before this happened, they were mulling around the idea that they could decide, they had representatives that could decide how much anesthesia you are supposed to get. Meaning, so let's say I go in for like my hip surgery and the doctor goes, I have to be, put him under for 3 hours. And then Blue Cross Blue Shield will go, well, that should only take you an hour and a half. So we're only paying for an hour and a half worth of anesthesia. And then you have to pay for the rest on it over your head, or they're going to deny your claim. Within like 24 hours of that CEO being assassinated Blue Cross Blue Shield was like, we're not doing it. We're good. You guys keep your anesthesia. Like, they got the answer fucking quick. So is it morally correct? No. But did it get a desired end state? Yeah. Like, UHC has a 33. Somebody sent me a graph and there was like, it showed that they were like the highest denial rate of like any healthcare. Like the median average is like 16% and they were, around like 35, I think. Other than generations of aircraft, new generations of radar makes a difference on what stealth versus reduced visibility, what makes them different. So, that's actually a really hard question to answer. As technology gets better, radars get better, so stealth has to get better. Tactics change. I mean, warfare just constantly changes. I believe each country individually defines what stealth versus reduced visibility is. I think for stealth in the United States, don't quote me on this, you can look it up. I remember reading it somewhere. You need to have a reduction in radar cross-section over 90%. It's a percentage base. It's not a size base. It's just a percentage. So if you're, the B2, which is 180 some feet across, as long as you can reduce the radar cross-section of that by over 90%, it's considered stealth. I think it's like 60 to 89% is reduced visibility. And then anything lower than 60 is just not considered reduced visibility or stealth. I could be incorrect on that. I know Weapon's going to let me know. Good evening from Buffalo. Hey, what is up, Darkor? Is Unsub there tonight? Low observable? I stand corrected. Look, okay, hold on, Weapons. Hold on. Like, there's a lot of things that I'll give you. You are an A10 guru. That was your baby. You worked on it. I will give you that. But an A10 is the furthest fucking thing from stealth on the planet. Okay? You couldn't design a radar absorbing, although a stealth A10 that does things to me on a anatomical level. I will tell you that. But ours is not. Okay? Sorry. We have your precious Franklin. Deliver 4 monsters, squiggly lines, 1 Red Bull before we learn the secrets of to harp. What the fuck is happening? And it's written all aligned to the right, like it's like it was written backwards, like Arabic. I don't know if you guys know that. English and a lot of other languages, most of them read left to right. Arabic is read right to left, and I think Chinese is top to bottom. Maybe it's Japanese. I don't know too much about those, but yeah, that's it's all aligned right. That's pretty funny. I like that. That's really good. Can we get a Grandpa Buff line? What kind of Grandpa Buff line do you want? Like, I have a big payload. Sorry. All right, sorry, I gotta get caught up. Here we go. Opinions on China nearly doubling U.S. industry. They're trying to catch up, but here's the thing. I think China's going for quantity, not quality. And for those of you who are like, well, that's what we did during World War II. Absolutely fucking correct. The U.S. went for quantity. But as weapons get better, you need to focus more on quality. As well as training. So like a tank used to be a total fucking game changer, especially a heavily armored tank. And a tank is still a really good weapon system, as long as it's supported with artillery and infantry and close air support and things like that. But a tank on its own in an urban environment nowadays with modern anti-tank weapons, it's a sitting duck. Which is why Russia is losing so fucking many of them. They send them off on their own. It's wild. I've been seeing some of these just meat wall tactics. 107 years of independence from Russia today. Do love the finish. Awesome to see Buff flying with our Hornets in formation. I would love to see that someday. That would be fucking... I do want to go to Finland. Like, Northern Europe is high on my list, mainly because I just want to, like, look at the Northern Lights while chilling out around a fire in a hot tub. And I guess, like, up in the north of Europe, that's like a thing that's pretty common, which I'm totally down with. I don't know if Alaska does it. I'm pretty sure they do because capitalism. But the kid discovered his hidden Florida man mode. When? What did he do? All right, I gotta get caught up. As a history buff, have a spare bomb shelter. This guy knows. This guy knows. No. But what I will tell you is with modern weaponry, ain't gonna save you. Like, here's the thing. The first time, like when you're in the military and you get like a threat brief, and I made a joke about this a while ago. When you get a threat brief and you're young in the military, when I got my first one, it's a sobering fucking experience. It is a terrifying experience. And then, like, after a while, you just realize, like, everything around us could just be gone in a flash. And the whole planet could just hit the reset button. No one would give a shit. It doesn't matter. Why the hell do I worry about it then? So I just have a good time. But, yeah, I feel you there. All I have is $3. Do something to me. There you go, Scoob. I love you, Scoob. Scoob's one of the OGs. I gotta get caught up. With the way things are in the world, do you see the U.S. bringing back larger ICBM like the Peacekeeper? Great question, actually. I foresee them going with the Sentinel and staying on the smaller end because advances in rocket motors and propulsion, like rocket fuel, because ultimately rocket fuel, solid state fuel, is just stored energy. Being able to convert that energy into thrust out through a rocket motor is really what gives that rocket the thrust that it needs to move. So as we continue to advance, you should be able to deliver the same payload with, I don't know, man. That one is dabbling in something that I don't. Because that's more rocket tech, and I'm not really. I'm a radar guy, so I betting. If I was going to bet on it, I'd say no. In Korea, it had to be a teaser Squid Game. Don't touch the boats, Japan. That's happening here soon. Yeah, I don't do that whole thing in South Korea. Like, I've talked to some service members who were over there, and they're like, "Wait, what? We're under martial law," and then it was just over. I'm giving you shit weapons. I wasn't ignoring you, I think. Maybe I was ignoring you. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up here. All right, sorry, I'm trying to... Damn, you guys are going quick. Will we see more of the Finland character? There's over 1,000 of you in chat? Oh, yeah. There we go. So here's the thing. To do that, I got to create the Finland image just for background purposes. So it's on my list. Finland has been in the news a lot lately. It's enough that I need to create it. What I usually do is on my days where I'm not making content, I'm doing background peripherals for content. So it's, yeah. God, I'm falling apart. During your tour, you had any encounters with camel spiders? Yes, several. And I had a deal with the dude across the tent from me in Afghanistan. His name was Stinnett. And Stinnett was a 13 Fox. He was a fister. And Stinnett didn't like snakes. Snakes don't bother me. I don't like spiders. Spiders didn't bother Stinnett. Here was the deal. Stinnett, if I run across a spider, you have to kill it. If you run across a snake, I have to kill it. And here's the thing, you may not know about Afghanistan, there is no non-venomous snakes in Afghanistan. Every single snake there will kill you. We were told that from day one. Lots of vipers. I had a tree viper. Like, snakes bother me so little. I was sitting in a tower. We kind of made like a lazy boy out of sandbags. I was just looking through the wall, and there was a 240 in front of me. A snake came out of the wall, went across my boots, and then just went like back into the wall over there. It was a tree viper. Don't even bother me. Camel spiders tried doing that. I'm climbing the air, shitting all over myself. I don't do spiders. So yes, I ran into several of them. Look up the great maple syrup theft. The info's in my tweet. Bro, I gotta check those Twitter DMs. I shouldn't have ever said that, like, oh, I need to check my Twitter DMs more often. I got a shit ton of DMs. I was like, shit. Oh, man. If I could choose to delete a weapon system from the U.S. arsenal, which one would you choose? Mark 19, hands down. 100,000%. It is the least reliable, most heavy, and least effective weapon system we have ever made. Now, it sounds really cool to have a belt-fed grenade launcher. It was over complex, incredibly heavy, jammed all the time. A 240, a 249, and an M2 are all better crew serve weapons. I mean, 249 is not really crew serve. It kind of is. It's just a casualty producer. Can I say the kid's line? I got you. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. There you go. USA versus the world, Australia. Fuck that! Spiders. I need a safety brief clarification. You're dating the dominant head? Skinny Thor, I have no idea how to address that, man. When all else fails, take it as a no. That's what I'd say. Consider it a no. You got about 350? Robert? You sent me about 350? Thank you. Starship ICBM. Now that I actually, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to word it because the Starship is huge. I mean, it's massive. But its payload is also massive. So I don't know what it would take to repurpose it. I mean, we've done it the other way. Like the V2 helped make the Saturn V, kind of. Operation Paperclip kind of fed into the Apollo program like 20 years later. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe. Baby is just a fully baked. Ping King, stop it. $3 for a Hawk Tua. Have some respect for your pricing. Did you guys see the Hawk Tua girl? She sold crypto and it skyrocketed and then collapsed. And a lot of people are really, really upset. Yeah. Man, I gotta get caught up again. Ain't no party like a working party because a working party don't stop. Navy does not beat Army. Navy's going to lose this year. Navy's not doing well this year. They didn't do well last year. What's my opinion on Girls Frontline 2? I've never even heard of that. Elixium? I have no clue what that is. I'm so sorry. Yes, the Air Force. Wait, what making new upgraded Boeing B-52s? Yeah, so going from the B-52H to the J model, but it also comes with new engines, a new ECM suite, and new radar. They took the radar, if I'm remembering correctly, because I remember reading an article about it, they took the radar from the F-35, maybe it's the F-18. It was some combat aircraft. And the way that one is the aircraft, or the radar in the nose, obviously it's phased array, so it's electronically steerable pencil beams that come out the nose of the aircraft. And that one's kind of pointed up and out, right? Because it's looking for threats above. And I mean, yeah, it has a little bit of below, but that's the direction it goes. They just flipped it. So now you're looking down as a bomber, which is really what a bomber needs to pay attention to, because bombers, especially high altitude bombers, usually the enemy is coming up from underneath them, sometimes parallel, but they're usually escorted. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know why I put that to memory, but God bless it. Now oh, nope, it didn't. Did it? All right, there we go. And now it froze. All right, hold on. I got to get back up to where I was. Love the Pepperbox exclusive. Was happy to see my state of Louisiana. I don't know how I'm gonna. Well, what he said was he's happy to oblige. Kill a lot of trouser snakes, did we? Hey. Hello from Ukraine. Russia still sucks at everything. Honestly, Texas Actual, I do. So let me get this out there. I do genuinely believe that Ukraine is on the right side of history here. That's not just because I grew up at the end of the Cold War and think that Russia sucks. I think that Russia originally had control over most of Europe, and most of Europe realized that Russia fucking sucks. So they wanted to do things their own way. So good luck and Godspeed to you, man. I really hope you guys make it. Like I say that, willfully. 1,000 in chat, worthy of maid appearance. Not back to back. Oh shit, I can't read French. M'intercepte tu? Je m'interceptes. Fuck, I don't speak French. I kind of no. I probably just butchered that. Russia still sucks. Why am I not surprised? Boeing internally calls the super buff. If the Air Force likes it, it can get funding. We could get. You're talking about like new frames, new super frames? I was thinking it was just an upgrade. I didn't know that they were talking about like new from the ground up. That's hot. Would that be baby buff? Like, if we don't got old ones left over, these would be baby buffs, right? Siberian special ed. Did I ever do joint ops with Canadian forces on your tours? No. I will tell you, I did have one experience with Canadians, and it was with Canadian special operations, special forces. I think they're special forces in Canada. I don't know. Never seen these guys before. Never seen them again. I was on tower 1, 2, 3. He's either 2 or 3 at the strong point. And for me, I was looking south. And I remember in the middle of the night, nothing going on, just hanging out up there, staring off into the darkness. And like real close by, we hear like a boom, pop, pop. And apparently that was Canadian Special Operations doing an operation in RAO. Like I remember seeing movement. That was about it. But yeah, apparently that was Canadian Special Operations. That was it. They did bring a Tim Hortons with him out to Kandahar Airfield. Do I have a work spouse, and does Mrs. HLC know? I had a work spouse. On YouTube, he goes by Rotten Reaper, ROTN Reaper. He is a fellow air defender like I am, but he's a Tango. See, I'm an Echo. My job is tactics. He's a Tango. His job is launchers. But he's a smart Tango, and he's learned a lot about tactics. And me and him been friends for over 10 years, 12 years. He's a good dude. Can we see how the kid's alter ego is coming along? I'm not doing the ooh-woo. It's not happening. No. We need a stealth F-14. I want to agree with you. I love the Tomcat. I think the Tomcat is a sexy aircraft. I really do. But I feel like we've just passed that by. Like, I love it. It's a gorgeous aircraft. I think for more than a few reasons, we kind of passed them by. So the kid found a special purpose finally. What happened? What's his special purpose? Oh! I haven't seen The Jerk in forever. Wasn't it from The Jerk? My special purpose. Yeah, sorry. Ooh woo HLC. Ooh woo. We're gonna see more of the F-15. I feel like a drastic lack of Starscream on your channel. I gotta give the F-15 a little bit more. I do. I want to give them all more screen time, but it's weird. Every situation that happens, I only like my brain is only like, all right, here's a new character arc for the F-22 and B-52. I need to start sharing that out a little bit. 33, losing weight to. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to yawn on you. Losing weight to enlist. I have 3 plates in my arm, had asthma, and 4 other disquals that will get waived now. Army is desperate. We're definitely hurting. But here's what I want you to know, Jeremiah. The Army is hurting for 10 level. And what I mean by 10 level is E1 through E4. So me, I'm a 40 level, E7. 30 level is E6. 20 level is E5. Me, they don't give a shit about. Like, there's no bonuses for reenlistment at my rank, like nothing. But 10 level? Oh yeah, they'll give you guys everything you want. Yeah, it was a meme crypto, that Hawk Tua girl. And it's funny, right before she launched that Hawk meme or whatever, or the Hawk coin, a friend of mine texted me and was like, yo, you should launch your own crypto. And I was like, nah, that shit's scammy, dude. And I was like, that's it's not backed by anything. I don't want to do that to my following. That's not cool. And right, like 2 days later, she launched that and it collapsed. I was like, that's why. The kid discovered his Florida man mode because he saw a report of 22 versus MiG-29s.
Would you intercept me?
When was this?
I'd intercept
Wither!
I'll be quick. Him in the field as Op 4 as guerrilla fighter. I was voluntold to do so. Any tips?
Ooh. I really would have to know the circumstances. I mean, you could just screw with them all night long. Like, move around in different locations and just, like, throw little tiny rocks at them. Wait for them to fall back asleep or about to fall back asleep and do it again so that they're exhausted. I like doing that one. Or you can play the peekaboo game. You have one of your guys jump out on one side to gather their attention, and then the other guy jumps out on the other side and kills a whole bunch of them. I've done that one before, too. What's the A-10 spirit animal? I want to say a honey badger, but that might also be the kid, too. Snapping turtle. There you go. Slow, heavy, takes a beating, fuck shit up. Snapping turtle. There we go. Have I seen the Enforcer's new video on Syria? It is, dude. Syria's wild. Wild, wild, wild. What is Mrs. Landcrosser? What did she text me? What did she text me? Brandon called me out in his last video? Now I gotta go see it. Somebody, Mrs. Landcrosser, she was sending me, she was watching the chat and she said, somebody, hold on, what's his name? Yeshel XBLPC. Did you see Brandon called you out in his last video? I need to talk. I need to see what it's about. You know, you're not wrong. You're wrong. No, that's wrong. Ooh. There you go. He barely speaks English. I do. First time in a live. Love your content. Fills me with laughs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like listening while I'm at work and sharing with friends. Love from Ohio. Dude, why would you stay in Ohio? Buff making babies. Skit rats itself. Come here, baby. I'm going to show you. I can't even say that. The joke just popped into me. Nope, not happening. I can't. I might make that joke on Pepperbox. I can't make that joke here. I will be immediately like this. I will get a strike, hands down. My dad served in Germany back in the 1960s. No shit. I don't. When I look at what Russia has become, I'm really surprised that we ever took them seriously.
I'd intercept me.
It is a convoy with 3 different stops. We plan on doing the obvious like IEDs.
Ooh, convoy. Okay. You got to know a little bit about the equipment if it's like a Patriot radar. I'm not going to say where it is because I don't want people doing that, but there is a way to release the air pressure inside the tanks in the trailer. And you can do that from the outside. There's also ways to shut off the power, the power switch for a lot of the HEMTs if they're in HEMTs. You could undo a glad hand. That makes them have an air leak. That also tests their short halt capabilities. I would really encourage you to do a secondary. That's a good piece of training. It teaches people not to get tunnel vision. So, hit the first vehicle, wait. See how they react. Just wait. When they bunch up, hit them again. They need to understand not to bunch up. All new B-52 with composite airframes, electronics, basically new aircraft. Oh, it makes me happy. Oh, gosh darn it. It did that thing where it jumps back down again. What is my take on the Sky Warden? I love it. It's a cost-effective way to get close air support to with a high loitering time. It's really a great aircraft. It just in contested environments. Ooh, I would not want to be the guy stuck up in the Sky Warden. In a contested environment, you are a really slow, easy to kill target. Unsub, have the unsub guys as characters. Every time I'm at unsub, I'm like, we should do this, and we never fucking do. Trash day or no trash day? Oh man. Current state of things. Actually, I'm going to say it's not a trash day. I'm going to say it's not a trash day because keep CEOs afraid of people. Is the French traduction of "Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me." Oh. Translation. Is traduction a word? I'm not being a smartass. Every time you say, I'm not doing ooh, you create a clip of you saying ooh, it's inevitable. That's fair. Snapping Turtle just ripped a line. Look up A164 wipeout. Sikorsky RAH-66 Comanche. I want to say I've looked up the Comanche before. Oh, yeah. I really don't think it would be useful today. I remember that they had them in Command and Conquer Generals. That's why I recognized it. I believe it or not, I really think the world is getting away. Like, okay, so a attack aircraft and attack helicopter is designed for close air support. Okay. More cost effective, I guess, than a stealth design would be further reaching munitions. And that's why the AH-64 really just didn't go away, because you can make the Hellfire and the 30 Mike reach further, and you didn't have to worry about having to design a whole new aircraft. So, like, I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't think it would, be useful. Red Flag probably has some 29s, 22s actions. Remember seeing MiGs. Really? I haven't been to a Red Flag exercise in a long time. So what do the new German U-boats look like? I don't know. They're called U-boat 212, 212, 2 something. Don't know anything about them. I wasn't able to find a picture. Navy wins unless Army's mom doesn't let us. Why are you coming at us like that? We won last year. We got to win this year. Your first live stream, Havoc. Welcome. Much appreciated. Alcoholism is on the left. Depression is on the right. Be careful you don't trip and fall into any feelings. Oh, man. Sorry. Syria government is no more. Also, tomorrow's the 83rd. Yes, I'm aware of what tomorrow is. And if you're on Pepperbox, don't worry. This is not an exclusive, because I don't think that Pearl Harbor should be an exclusive one for you guys. I really don't. But you will be able to see that one at midnight tonight on Pepperbox. And you'll be able to see it at noon tomorrow on YouTube, because I'm here for you guys. So you can be patient. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I was sitting there today and I was like, man, I got all my content caught up. I'm good. And then I was like, oh, shit, tomorrow's Pearl Harbor. I always say don't touch the boats. I need a Pearl Harbor video. Shit. Oh my God. My chat just did that thing again. So now I got to go over here to my other chat, which I have open. How do I close out a chat? There we go. Okay. Let me go to docs. Where's chat? Chat. Boom. And chat's still whited out. No, there it goes. There we go. All right, hold on. I think I'm a little behind. I got to get caught up. Tiberius, thank you so much. All right, hold on. I think this one goes further back than this one, because this one just reinitiated. Let me.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
With her.
Can you describe a secondary strike? Another strat for urban tactics?
Secondary. Sorry, let me get this real quick, guys. A secondary would be you have one IED go off, disable the lead vehicle. Now, the way American tactics work is we have to like unless we're in direct contact, like being shot at, we don't clear the area. We stay there, and the vehicle closest to that injured one provides aid. Now, for training purposes, I would make the secondary kind of visible, because what they're supposed to do before they run in there like Rambo is do their 5s and 25s and check for a secondary device. So you'd have your initial IED, stop the first vehicle, casualties, whatever, and then the second one rolls up, and if they don't check their 5s and 25s, like make it something they can pick. Like, boom, that's an IED right there. We're not going in. We got to wait, guys. There's a secondary. But if they're like, screw it, we're going in, and they go in, hit them too. Then see what happens. Maybe the third truck will be a little bit smarter. That's a secondary. Syria. Oh yeah, I got that. On your what is this person asking about FUTA? They're all squiggles. Looks Chinese. I don't know. I can't even be mad at you. I don't know what you're asking. I'm not gonna partake in that question, bro. F-22 brother pilot loves the new Franklin patch, hoping to get pictures of it on his flight suit. Bro, that's awesome. Bro, seriously, tag me. Like, that's cool as hell. Your brother's an F-22 pilot. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. That's awesome. About to sit down with Rabbi and his family. It was the Sabbath dinner. Watch his newest. You saw that comment I made at the end of the most recent video. The rabbi found it funny. Good. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. All right. Hey, if a rabbi finds that line funny, we're good. 30-06 Thompson machine gun. You talking about the BAR? They made it like a Thompson 30-06? Hold on. So they did. That's a thing. I will keep that tab open. I will send it to him. I have to ask, when you're doing my West Taiwan, have I ever thought about animating smoke from your mouth every time you speak? God, that place is bad. Like, this is the thing. I was on TikTok, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and I started seeing a whole lot of like, this is why China is great. This is why North Korea is great. I was like, what the fuck is this place?
Okay, last one. Is there any more things that we should do for training?
If you're doing convoy operations, IEDs are a big one. Ambushes are a big one. Seaburn environment, I feel like it's going to come back. I don't want it to come back. God, I wish we could uninvent chemical weapons. What about a regular breakdown and then an ambush afterwards, with a hasty ambush afterwards? That'd be kind of an interesting thing to kind of work through. Getting lost. Map recon, incredibly fucking important. God blesses and take care, HLC. Thank you so much, Jukes. I appreciate you being here, my dude. Whoop, it did that thing again. Oh, I did. Well, I kind of talked about Syria. Was it last video before last? All right, I think I'm caught up. All right, and now I'm back over here, because this one I can read better. I'm trying to get caught up here, folks. You should let Buffin Kid take over the stream for a few minutes. Ah, you don't want that. We're just gonna do dumb shit. Sorry, my take on Japanese rearmament. I actually absolutely agree with it, and here's why I agree with rearming the Japanese. They learned their lesson, and right now the big fish in the West or in the East is China. Part of the reason us and Japan were so against each other is that was when Japan, number one, experienced their industrial revolution, and number two, was under a emperor. They were still an empire at that time. I don't know if they still are. Anyways, it was a fight for resources. They were trying to grow exponentially. Ultimately, it was out of fear. They thought that they were being, in a position they could just be overran really easily. So they started building exponentially and growing exponentially. I think they understand that that's not really the safest thing to do in the world. So I do think that their heart is in the right place. A guy today was talking about how the Navy has more aircraft than the Air Force. Yes, that is true. But the Air Force has bigger aircraft. They got C-130s, C-17s, C-5s, KC, what are they, 135s now? 10s? Which one got retired? Was it the 135 or the 10? Hello from JBLM. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I stay in Ohio because I love my little rural town and my sheriff. Oh, you're cool with the sheriff? That's awesome. Never bent knee to woke ideologies and peaceful. You know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that. A simple life, and I'm not like calling you like a simpleton, like in a derogatory way. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I want to end up back in New Mexico. I would like a little plot of land that I can have like HLC headquarters. I'm going to put up like a metal building out there on a concrete pad, maybe just, electricity and stuff. And I'm going to make videos and I'm going to dig holes and I'm going to have my own range. And like, that's just kind of what I want to do. And it's a pretty simple life. It's nothing crazy. That's just what I want. Did I know that the UP, my mom is from Michigan. I know what the UP is. There's a bunch of Finnish in the UP? That I did not know. My mom's from Detroit, so I guess, her experience in Detroit. Oh, it's Protocol 4. Knocks the dog and rain. That's half a cookie from earlier. And there's the other half. All right, come on up. Come on. Take it nice. That's not nice. Nope. All right. I'll give it to you, bud. There we go. Protocol 4. Sorry, I had to do it. No, I'm just watching Knox struggle with it. He's like, Dad, give it to me. So I did make a Syria video, dude. Syria, I'm still trying to understand whose team we're on in Syria. Right now, it's like the U.S. is really just on their own team. Like, that's really where we're at, is we're just like, don't come near us. Do your own thing. I don't care if this government's in charge, that government's in charge. Don't care. Just stay away from us. That's kind of where we're at. If and when the U.S. eventually replaces the Abrams. Ooh. Oh, I never really thought about that. Oh, man. I'm not against a General Schwarzkopf. Like, that goes hard. I could do a Schwarzkopf. I'm good with a Schwarzkopf. If we're going to stay Army. I also wouldn't be opposed to a Mattis. Wouldn't be opposed to that. And then who was that other guy? The one who had
Would you intercept
a
me?
fucking
I'd intercept me.
a mistress.
Okay, thank you. I will these tips to the best of my ability, and I will personally try to disrupt the air defense.
Get the air defense disrupted. Nah, much appreciated, man. Thank you so much for being here. Whether be safe out there, homie. Oh my God, it's real. What's real? But yeah, the Schwarzkopf. Ooh, that goes hard. Troy Wood, thank you so much. I disagree on your earlier about the Mark 19. Hey, to each their own. I personally, I've been doing this for 15 years. I have never found a Mark 19 that worked well. Maybe I've just had old shitty Mark 19s. Maybe. I don't know. But I've never had a Mark 19 that like really did well. As a soft, lazy American, thank you for your service. Well, thank you. You're the real heroes. I'm just being a smart ass. Like, no, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Just doing about an hour about Ring for Salvation Army. Huh? About Ring for Salvation. I'm so confused. World War II playing green screen vid? Yes. It's eventually. I don't time. Any update on Sister Line Crosser? Hopefully things are so. I saw it today. You guys, she posted it on her story, so I can talk about it. She was standing on both feet without a walker, without anything, and she was actually doing squats with a medicine ball. I can't say when or where, but she will probably be getting released soon. Back to her unit. Still a long road to recovery, but she'll be functional enough that it can be outpatient. So I'm very, very happy. So thank you so much for, asking about her and keeping an eye out. When targeted by an anti-radiation missile, do you get warnings like pilot does, or is it a heat seeker? Hold on, let me think about what I can say here. So as far as I know, I'm trying to skirt a line here. I don't know if I can talk about a lot of this. Okay, so for me, no, I don't get any specific RWR or any information like that. What I do see is something in the air moving at me that was once. So like there's a track, a plane coming at me, and I can tell it's a plane from all the other kinematic criteria. And all of a sudden, that plane turns away and something separates from it. And now something is coming at me. Now I look at that something. I ask my BCP to get me TVA, which is time versus altitude, which shows a parabolic trajectory. For an anti-radiation missile, they drop, they come up, and they go down. That's usually a parabolic trajectory. Well, that is a parabolic trajectory, and that's usually what they do. Something screaming at me, doing something like that. That's how I identify an anti-radiation missile. There are passive measures to avoid it. There are active measures to avoid it. One of which being smoke it. So I hope that answers. Yeah, I don't get a specific notification. All right, I'm trying to get the... Do I know about the China's mystery aircraft carrier? So that big ass thing that they built that looks like a civilian aircraft carrier, it's kind of strange. I haven't looked into it too much. I seen it and I was like, I need to look into this, and I just haven't. Who wins? Aegis Ashore, superior land-based system, or 10 Growlers? 10 Growlers. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. Aegis, love you, dude. Aegis is a great system. 10 Growlers. So, okay. Every radar in existence operates on a band, a frequency band. Now, there's different types of jammers. You have continuous, non-continuous, repeater, squibble. There's a whole bunch of different fucking jamming configurations. God damn it, I'm fucking stimming right now, you son of a bitch. You did it to me. But a jammer is designed to jam on a set frequency band. So when you have one jammer and one radar, the radar's at a disadvantage. When you have one jammer and 6 different radars, the radars have the advantage. And it doesn't always have to be 6. Sometimes it can be 2 different bands, like Patriot is C band, THAAD is X band, Sentinel is S band. Yeah, S band. There's also L band, and there's a couple other ones. I don't know what band Spy is. I think it's X band. I want to say it's X band. I'm almost positive it's X band. So it's S and X. They use S and X. X is for over the horizon search, and S is used for long range, but they also, radar bands react in different ways. So yeah, tap anyone on Onion. I'm still here. But yeah, no, those growlers are gonna fucking crush. Mrs. Linecrosser says, hold on, I gotta read this out loud. Air Goose has been trying to get your attention all stream. They're asking their crush out and want you to wish them luck. Everyone in stream, wish Air Goose luck. Good luck, man. But you don't need it. You don't fucking need it. You know why you don't need it? Because you're a bad motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you the greatest speech I've ever been given in my entire military career, and this is gonna take up some time, so we're gonna scroll down a little ways, okay? Oh, you're a dudette, Jukes, my bad. Will Damascus fall? Probably. I honestly have no idea. The greatest speech that I have ever gotten in my military career was from Lieutenant Colonel Clay Paget, who is now, I think, a 2-star. Clay Paget was an interesting battalion commander. He loved war. This man was war as fuck. And he was our battalion commander for the 1st Battalion, 22nd Infantry Regiment. And we did this training exercise called Raider Blitz. And Raider Blitz sucked. It was awful. Hands down, one of the worst training exercises I've ever done. Because each battalion in the Raider Brigade, because 1st Brigade, 4th ID was called the Raider Brigade. Sorry, my family's texting. They each had their own lane. So like 122 Infantry, we did a platoon live fire. 710 Cav did a movement to contact. 166 Armor did a convoy live fire. It was all just, it was a training round robin. So, what I will tell you is we did the platoon live fire with 122 Infantry, and Lieutenant Colonel Clay Paget gave me the greatest speech that I've ever heard in my entire military career. And it went a little something like this. Gentlemen, you are about to embark on a platoon live fire, and that will make you a sexy motherfucker. He took a breath between every single line. Had to do it that way. That's just the way he did it, okay? And he goes, when you go out to the bar this weekend, the ladies will not ask you if you've deployed. They will ask you if you've done a platoon live fire, and they will know that you are a sexy motherfucker. Look, this is what I can remember of it. I was also really cold and really tired, but he said sexy motherfucker like 17 times. So we refer to this as his sexy motherfucker speech, okay? So Colonel Paget's going off on this. He's getting us all fucking pumped up. He's getting us all pumped up. So remember that you are a sexy motherfucker. But at the end of his speech, he goes something like this. He goes, at the end, he's, sexy motherfuckered all up, and he goes, do you know the difference between you and a tree frog there, soldier? You can give me all day. I'm never going to get that right. I don't know what he's asking me. Okay? I have no clue what he's asking me. But he asked like 3 of us. You know the difference between you and a tree frog? You know the difference between you and a tree frog. And then, this is what he comes up with. You got that opposable thumb to flip that weapon to fire and engage the enemy. Bro, I could have been guessing for a year and then never would have got that. But yes, so that is the Lieutenant Colonel Clay Paget sexy motherfucker speech. And because of that, I will never forget that man. Cold and tired is sexy. Sorry. Hit him with the Schwartz. Sorry, I just read that. All right, now I got to get back up to where I was. Is Schwarzkopf a hair product? I hope not. I mean, General Schwarzkopf, Storm and Norman was no joke. I'm a tree frog, bro. That was his thing, the difference between us and a tree frog. But I will say this about Lieutenant Colonel Paget, okay? He took it very, very personal anytime his battalion lost somebody. So when we lost Mark and Casey, we were the first losses of that tour. He was there. Like, we were off on our own doing this huge clearing mission. And within probably 30 minutes, he was there. Like, when we lost Mark and Casey, the dude, like, he stopped his truck on the nearest road, got his PSD, and is like, we're going to them now. And he they marched all the way out to us through IED fucking hell. And he came out and wrapped each of us in a hug, and he's like, I'm going to kill them motherfuckers. We're going to get them. Like, he was war as fuck, and he took it very personal. So, I dig Colonel Paget. General Paget, if you're out there, I remember you. I am one of the regulars from way back when, and we all remember you. You were an interesting man. I talked to my dad, and he said he's the one next to you. Also, can you wait? He's the one next to you. He's the one next to me. Also, can you explain the sequence of events that would proceed to start World War III? I don't know. I mean, I could make an assessment, but realistically, I have no idea. But I think that you could pretty much say we're in World War III when you see one of the 3 big contenders, US, Russia, or China. One of them just has to declare war. Doesn't matter on who. Doesn't matter. Fucking Antarctica. Doesn't matter. One of them gets a declaration of war, like an actual declaration. It's over. Wolfram weapons. It's fine. I said everything I can say. Bell ringing for donations. I know you're an 88, but what do I think of the M10 Booker? I like it. Light tanks needed to make a comeback for a long, long time. And I think that's the reason why the Bradley is doing better than the Abrams. And I hate saying that. It burns my tanker mouth to say that. It burns. But the Bradley is maneuverable. It's lighter. It can drive on smaller, tighter roads because it's not 12 and a half feet wide and 29 feet long. The Bradley is putting in work, and I really feel like the Booker can fill that gap in supporting those Bradleys in those ways. I love the Abrams. It's my baby, but I really like the M10 Booker. Greetings from Redstone Arsenal. No shit, bro. I haven't been out to Huntsville in long time. I was out there at Northrop's site, and then I went to the you guys got a really good museum out there. You got a couple of Saturn V rockets and stuff. Really nice. Who is Paul A. Grimes, and why does he want to... I don't know who that is. Charles, thank you so much. Learned about the USS Nevada last night. Ooh, the Nevada. You've unlocked a new hyperfixation for me with military aircraft. Now it's become a gateway. Everyone's got their gateway drugs, man. This is it. And this is the thing. Like, there's some people out there, like, shooting up on the street. That's their thing. That's not me. But missiles. If you could take missiles, freebase them, and inject it into a vein, I'd be a junkie. Facts. What an insane story with that ship. Yo, the Nevada, it had a great history. Missiletism activated. Do I like ADATs? You talking about anti-dat shit? Explain radar frequencies, waveform, and wavelength. Oh, Blue Jay, no. Oh, man. Okay, So Blue Jay, I don't know if there is a way for me to explain that. I'll be honest with you, waveform kind of fucks me up still, but wavelength, I get. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Sorry, I'm stimming. Bro, Blue Jay, I don't even know. Please don't. It took me months to understand that shit. I don't know if I can give you the answer you're looking for right now, Blue Jay. I do appreciate it, my dude. Missiletism. Heard today all Zumwalt classes are having main guns removed, so they got rid of the rail guns on the Zumwalts. Yep. And they're getting the, is it the Prism? I think it's the Prism. I'm not sure. Those are actual hypersonics. Like, they maintain hypersonic throughout the entirety of the trajectory. I don't think they're ballistic. I do think they stay endoatmospheric. I don't know enough about them. I probably should look into them, because for a while, if it's Prism that I'm thinking of, it could also be the ones the Marine Corps got or is getting. The program was on and then it was off, and then it was on and then it was off again, and now it's back on. I don't know. But I did read the article that they're trying to salvage the Zumwalt program, and which sucks. And I'm not saying the Zumwalt sucks. Like, do you guys, like, I don't know a ton of things about Admiral Zumwalt. I don't. But I do know one thing. He would have done well in a modern military, and here's why. Because Zumwalt, Admiral Zumwalt, for those of you who don't know, this is the only fact that I know about him, is in the 1960s is when he was Admiral of the Navy. I don't know what their job is, or their actual title is, but he was the Admiral in charge of the entire fucking US Navy. Like, that was his shit. And he let sailors grow beards. And he cited a Navy regulation that states if you find a Navy regulation that is detrimental to the morale, welfare of your organization, you are obligated to remove it. And he said, no, grow beards. So the Navy got to grow beards. I'm like, that's gangster. Difference between me and a tree frog. I got arrested for hugging a tree. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to that joke. Oh, man. Okay, so I'll watch the Tora 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 movie. Yes. Tora Tora Tora. Oh, man. I haven't seen that since I was a lot younger. Oh, he was safety. He was okay. He was the one sitting next to me when I shot down when I shot down the cruise missiles with the F-35. Okay. So yeah, that's who was sitting between me and Chief Holman, was safety. He was safety. His job is to make sure that if anything goes wrong, we cancel the engagement and save pilots and save people. Yes. Now I remember who you're talking about. Yes. Okay. Difference. I love that tree frog thing. Texan Commando, thank you so much for being here. My gateway to the USS, or was the USS Enterprise? Big E. I must leave to Planet Patriot. Good night. Have a good night. HLC, happy Friday. Thank you, Texan. Hope you're doing good. Heard about the Syrian government fleeing the city and the rebels moving in. I did. I heard about it. So I reached out to, I don't know if you guys know Chris Cappy with Task and Purpose. So me, Chris Cappy, Ryan Macbeth, and Preston Stewart are all in a chat together. And when the whole thing with Syria popped off, I was like, yo, whose team are we on? Because like I got confused because there's pages on Twitter that I like regularly roast. And they started posting that like rebels were pushing in and Russian and Iranian troops were getting pushed out. And I was like, that's like against their thing. What is going on? Like, are we the good guys pushing in? So I reached out in there, and Chris Cappy, I think, has the best way of looking at it is it's unfortunate that both sides can't lose. That's fair. A good book to read is the F-15 Eagle Engage, the world's most successful jet fighter, book by Douglas C. Dildy and Steve Davies. So I'll be honest with you, Matt. I read, so when it comes to like reading about aircraft and stuff, I read like Cliff Notes. And if I'm curious, I'll read a whole bunch more into it. If it doesn't like tickle my tism, I just like, cool, I take it at face value. That's what it says. We'll move on. I'm a sci-fi nerd. Just right now, I don't even have time to do that. But I'm not opposed to it. I want to have a library someday, so I might check it out. Hey, Battle, ever been to the USARAK? I'm not sure what USARAK. USARAK. USARAK? I'm not sure what you mean rock? Like Republic of Korea? I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand, Delonte. CNO? You have aircraftism? Oh, man. HLC, greetings from South Africa. Yo, I will tell you, your guys' accent is probably one of the most difficult. Like, don't take this the wrong way. I promise, I mean this in a genuine way. South African, like, dialect is like your English, but you have marbles in your mouth. It's so strange. It's really hard for me to get, and I've tried. It's killing me, man. Love the planes and you're on fire on X. Love seeing your tweets, bro. I just be saying whatever the fuck I want to on X. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I look back and I was like, I don't know if I should have said that. There was one of those propaganda pages had posted a child without their leg, and they're like, who do you think did this? Somebody, not me, may have made a joke about a piggy going to market. and it was not received well. It was not. Okay, I get it. I don't feel good about it. Okay. Fuck. In theory, can you intercept a missile with a strong enough laser? Yes. Depending on the missile. Missiles themselves are not made with like a high quality of like coating unless they're designed that way. Like your average like Hellfire or I mean, Hellfire is a pretty slow missile. It's a great missile. It's just slow. It's like Mach 1.1, I think, which sounds like a lot. Until you realize like a Stinger's like Mach 2.2. Not me though. No. No, I'm still laughing about it. It wasn't me though, guys. It was not me. All right. Former Defense Intelligence. He's from early on. He told me to build a fire online. Former 10th group, older guy. He checks out. Wait, what? The Beloved King. I'm former 10th, like 10th SF from freaking Butts Army Air, not Butts Army Airfield, but yeah. AIM 9 is not that slow. Weapons. Stay with me. Wait, AIM 9. AIM 9 is a Sidewinder, isn't it? I'm thinking the R9X help. No, the Hellfire. Yeah, the Hellfire. It's only like Mach 1. Yeah, it's not that fast. It's part of the reason they took it off the M-SHORAD systems because it was too slow. Not being a smartass, that's just part of what they did. The history of the USS Oregon, BB-3. I'm not too familiar with the USS Oregon. I will check it out. F4U-1C is the best carrier-based aircraft of all time. Based. Fucking based. I love the F4U. It's a great aircraft. Thoughts on the upcoming SIAW? I'm not familiar. Any new updates on the AIM 260? No, actually, we haven't really heard much about that. I should look into it again. I haven't heard hardly anything about it. Ace Combat was on sale on Steam. It was like $9. I didn't get it. I'm sorry. I feel bad. When I have time, check out Expeditionary Force. It's an audiobook series. Okay. I'll take a look, Corsair. I much appreciate it, my dude. Like a hardcore drunken Brit. How weird are A-10 pilots? Do they shoot that cannon with a big grin on their face? I mean, I would. Why you hating, I got? Bro, if I had a GAU 8 between my feet and I knew I could just I don't know if it's the trigger. I mean, weapons probably know. I don't know if it's a button, a trigger. I don't know how they set it off, but they set it off with their hands. Okay. I'd smile. You'd never be able to contain my smile behind that mask. Weapons. The ICBM 9X Hellwinder. Isn't the AIM 9? Oh, I don't know what the AIM 9 is. Did I go to the VA to get that PNC yet? If not, Miss HLC. Oh, permanent and complete is right. Is that what, like, permanent and complete? Is that what you're... I'm getting there. Still haven't officially gotten word on when I'm getting out. Japanese flag is ironic for its history, given that they got done. They're yeah. Well, it's also their flag. So that's good that, right? Their flag is a dot, which in Morse code is E, and they got done in by big E. Totally respect that. Also, their flag in 1945 was a rising sun. And in August of 1945, they had 2 more suns. Wait, was August when they surrendered? Maybe it was July. I think August was their surrender. Do an Australian accent and then make it Dutch. All right, so we'll... Fuck, that's... You might be onto something. Australian and Dutch. You might be there. I got to work on that. Only allow me 50 characters. Alaska for Wainwright, J-Bear, Greeley, etc. Oh. I have not been to no. I've not been anywhere up there. Thank God. But unfortunately, it's weird. I'm from Colorado originally, so you'd think I'd like the cold, but I got everywhere I've been sent is fucking hot. Hellfire. I'm gonna just explode now. Weapons? I promise you. Hold on. Mach 1.3. Okay. So 1.1, I was a little off. The AGM 114. Sorry, you know it by. I'm gonna go back and watch this. Did I really say AIM 9? Did I really? I don't feel great. Weapons was there at the first development of gunpowder. Oh my God. Weapons taught the Chinese how to make rockets. Oh man. Oh man. God, man, you guys know, like, I don't know, did I actually say AIM 9? Wait, did someone, why did someone, who, Donut, did Donut pop in? I haven't, oh shit, the land of the falling sun, Donut's in here. There we go. I hit the button way too many times. I didn't even realize Cody was in here. What's up, buddy? Hey, did you ever play that Empire Battle for Dune game? I didn't even download it either, but I sent you the link to it. I did say AIM 9. On Unsub, I know I said the AIM 9 Hellfire because I'm fucking retarded. I meant the R9X. AGM 114. I'm sorry. Trying to see. I love that weapons was there at the first development of gunpowder. 810 pilots want to be infantrymen. I've been a ground pounder before, and I tell you, I'd rather be an A10 pilot. He might have just popped in and then gone about his merry way. Aren't you guys like busy tonight? Doing stuff? I didn't even realize Donut was in here. Yeah, he might have taken off. Or is he still in here? I'm trying to catch up. Bismarckable. The guy has a cool name. There he is. Look, guys, I just have to say, I'm kind of a big deal. I'm not gonna lie. Did I ever tell you guys about the first time I met Cody? I had to play it super cool. I showed up down in San Antonio, and at this point in time, I had never met Nick in person. I'd talked to Nick, like we've been friends for a while. I'd never met him in person. I'd already met Eli. I'd already met Brandon. Never met Cody. And I remember they went out to eat, and Eli was like, hey, just come on, join us for some dinner. I was like, cool. And Nick was like, yeah, I'm here, dude. We can finally meet, say what's up. Cool. Sweet, man. And I remember I showed up, and Nick jumped up, gave me a hug. He's like, hey, man, what's up? Good to see you. Good to finally meet you. Cool. It was great. And then they were like, yeah, just grab a seat wherever. The only seat that was open was right next to Cody. And here's the thing, guys. I've watched Cody's videos for years. Because I, too, really enjoy when I see a bad guy get turned into a sprinkler. I'm just, there's nothing I enjoy more. It really, my wife's like, why do you watch these police shooting videos? Because it's great. It is karma in its purest fucking form. There's nothing better. And anyways, so I sat down next to him, and I was like, gotta play it cool. But on the inside, I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Donut Operator. It's fucking Donut. Yeah, that was my first interaction with Cody. But I played it cool. He also has told me that I'm a pretty decent human being. Now he may say that to everybody. I don't know. But human salsa. You just like Donut's commentary, dude. He's fucking hilarious. He's a great dude. Like all those guys are great guys. And they're just, you know, it's really strange. I thought getting to this level as a creator. Oh, Donut operator is not Cody? Whatever. So I thought getting to this level was, I thought a lot of people were going to be really cutthroat. I really thought like when you get to that level of creators, everyone's kind of against each other and you got to watch your back and stuff. I will tell you that with that group of guys, no. What you see is what you get. They are genuine. They are nice. They want people to succeed. They want people to be motivated. They want people to be driven. It's great. But they're really, really good people. But there are people at that level that I have met that want nothing more than to use you. I consider myself very fortunate that I got in with the group of guys that I did. The unsub guys, amazing people. Eli is probably one of the most genuine humans I've ever met in my entire life. Although I will tell you this, I wish Eli would learn to answer a text message. Because like usually if I know Nick or Cody or Brandon is around Eli, I don't even text Eli anymore. I'm just like, hey, can you ask Eli this question? And they're like, and then I'll get a text from Eli, hey bro, you can just text me. I'm like, no, I can't. No, I fucking can't. You'll get back to me in a week and a half. I love you, Eli. I love you, but you're never on fucking time. Oh man. But yeah, Cody and Brandon, like they are really just genuine people. And Matt too. Like that entire circle of people are very genuine. And which is crazy because I'm normally a really bad judge of character. My wife, on the other hand, great judge of character. And she came down with me to San Antonio. And she came with me down to San Antonio. And she met all of them. She met Nick, she met Eli, Brandon, Cody, she met all of them. And we got in the car, like we were done, and she goes, that's the group you need to hang with. Like, she's a great judge of character. She's like, those are the people you need to spend time with. Those guys are like-minded. Those people, give a fuck. Those people care about you. Those are the ones. I'm like, cool. So my shields are immediately down around those guys. As you saw in my last episode on Unsub, I just kind of let that go. Watch the Chinese propaganda movie, The Battle at Lake. It fails as propaganda makes the USA look badass. It's the Battle of Chosin Reservoir. Ooh. The Battle of Lake Changjin. I kind of want to see that now. Me and Cody team up to break down military engagements. Kind of want to text him now. Have I ever seen the S-67 Black Hawk? No. It looks like a pregnant goldfish. Like, all right, I'm going to go over to the in-game menu real quick so you guys can kind of see this. I don't even think I got my in-game adjusted. Well, never mind. That's not adjusted correctly. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, it's not good. That's gross. I don't like that. That makes me feel things, and not in a good way. We need more battleships, get Iowa underway. We trying. Aiden McWirt, take it easy, man. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Donut only came trying to see HLC playing Maid. He probably did. No, if that's not him, because Phoenix was like, that's not him. Well, it's not him. I just lost my job. Would like to intercept you. Panty raid. I'm sorry to hear you lost your job, man. But what I will tell you is, success is a mentality, and this is what I've learned in my life. And I don't want to talk poorly about anyone. I've learned something from every person I've ever met. Success, stability, it's a mentality. There are people I've met in the military who were lazy, who I knew wouldn't be driven, and I knew would never be successful. And eventually they get out of the military. Military is too hard. Fuck this job sucks, whatever. They get out. Guess what? They're still losers. There's people who were successful in the military and decided to get out. Hey, I'm done with my time. I'm gonna walk away, and they do, and they're successful on the outside. I've had a few of them like, hey, will you give me a letter of reference? Absolutely. 100%. Because this is the thing, and I want y'all to understand this. If you're in a leadership position, a management position, a good leader wants their people to succeed with or without them. When I see bosses or managers who are like, no, I'm not going to give you a good reference letter if you fucking give me your 2 weeks notice. Why? Why do you got to be such a piece of shit, man? Good leaders want you to be successful there or not. Like, that's just the way. Do care less about you bring back Grandpa Buff and the kid. Everyone knows you support Ukraine. That's fair. I do, because I mainly because I hate Russians. Let me see. Hello from DK. You have tankism, Leopard. Is that Denmark? Leopard 1A5 is best. If I were to pick a non-American tank that I think is great, God, the Brits are going to fucking clip this one. Probably the Charlie 2. And the reason I picked the Charlie 2 is survivability. I really don't think it's the best looking tank. Frankly, I think the Merkava is a sexy looking tank. I really do. I think the Merkava is a very good looking tank. And I originally thought the Merkava was like the tank to beat. Hamas is giving them a run for their money. Like, they're not as survivable as I thought. Bum crack? Dude, check out the chips. Ahoy, chewy hot cocoa cookies. All right. How do I feel about the Abrams possibly going electric? I don't like it. A regular car burns down. It takes them roughly 5,000 to 10,000 gallons of water to put it out. An electric car burns down. It takes them over 40,000 gallons to put out that car. Lithium is a motherfucker. That's what I don't like. That's so like I'm all about like electric power and the capabilities that it can bring with it. I really do. I think that really is the way of the future. But in combat applications, I have my reservations. And especially in something armored that is designed to take a beating, I don't think electric is the way to go. And that's my 2 cents. I've been arguing with a moron on Twitter. There's a lot of those there regarding drone warfare. Would you rather defend against a drone swarm or a growler? With current capabilities, I would rather go against that's kind of a hard question to answer. Like, are we layered, or is it just me alone and unafraid in my Patriot system? That's kind of hard to answer. Okay, if I'm alone and not layered, I would rather. They're both about the same. I'm going to die either way. But if I'm layered, I would rather take on the drone swarm. Now, if we have some future capabilities that I may or may not have been privy to and help pick a part of a system, then I would absolutely pick the drone swarm 100 times out of 100. The growlers, there's the things they can do to a radar is terrifying. It's just absolutely goddamn terrifying. I wish I could get into more of it, but just, I don't know. And, maybe I should look into it. I don't know if a growler's ever been beaten. I really don't. I mean, the Prowler before them, I don't even know if that thing was ever beaten. But yeah, I really thought the Merkava was the tank. Like, I really did. I mean, it strictly by the numbers, it outshoots an Abrams. It outranges an Abrams. It has more armor than an Abrams. It can carry more ammo than an Abrams. I think it's a 125. It's not a 120. I could be wrong on that. No, still 120. Okay, it's a 120 smoothbore. Yeah. It's just, yeah. Zoing Scoob, I'm solving mysteries. I'm not draft dodging. I wish I could do a Scooby-Doo or a Shaggy voice. That's fucking perfect. There it goes. Butcher goes clipped. If you look up the radio operator of the Titanic, he looks like my older brother. My family's distantly related to him. No shit. Did he survive? I'm not being a smartass. Did he like survive? Now, I will say this. Okay, so a bunch of people like the Challenger 2, Challenger 2, Challenger 2. Okay, I will say this about the Challenger 2. Right now, it has a phenomenal survivability. Like, it is the tippy top when it comes to survivability. But when it comes to friendly tanks, aside from the Leopard, and we're going to forego Ukraine, it has seen less combat than all the other tanks. Now, I don't know if Challies were given to Ukraine. We're going to check. Okay, Ukraine has 13 Chally 2s. 3 have been confirmed destroyed. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, okay. So they do have them there. I don't know what the survivabilities look like. Time to leak them. Love your content. Enjoy the skits. Thank you so much, Frost. Have to ask, what is your thoughts on the F-14 Tomcat? Will we ever get some more skits with the kid? I try and use the kid as often as I can. I love the F-14. I love it. I think it's perfection in motion. I really do. But understanding that, like if you were to, okay, my favorite aircraft of all time is the F-4U Corsair. It is also my favorite prop aircraft. I know. P-38 and fucking P-51 guys are going to be like, what? I got it. I thought long and hard, Hawker Hurricane, Spitfire, Zero, fucking Stuka, like, where we at? But that's my guy. When it comes to jet aircraft, F-14 all day. F-14 Tomcat, I love it. I don't know, it's kind of close with the kid. It's one of those things that America did first. That's why I love the F-14. Okay, when Russia was really focusing on dogfighting, and China was China was kind of dealing with their own problems at that time. They were reverse engineering a lot of shit. They were like dogfighting. We need a best dogfighter. America said, okay, what if we build something that can kill them from way further than they could ever fucking detect it? So it never has to dogfight. And that was a really like revolutionary concept that the United States did. And that's why I love the F-14 Tomcat. That's what forced that into being, because the Phoenix missile didn't take long for them to design. And then there was just like, boom, we have this missile. And they're like, cool, we need something to shoot it. And the F-14, on top of several other reasons, was purpose-built to carry the AIM-54 Phoenix. So I love the F-14. Top Gun theme blares. I love the foldable wings too. I don't know if I like it if it's good for anything, but I think it's awesome. I love it. How am I doing, good sir? Thanks for videos. I look for an engineering job. What is your favorite adult drink? Whiskey, Black Snakes all the way. My favorite adult drink. If I want something that tastes good, I'm gonna go with something fruity. I ain't even going like a fucking mimosa or mimosas are more for like brunch. A margarita. I do love a good margarita. If I just want something to kind of just chill out and drink, believe it or not, I'm not really a whiskey guy. Like all dudes are like, I'm a whiskey guy. I'm not really a whiskey guy. I am a rum guy. I do like, why is the rum gone? I remember every time I go to the unsub house, there's always a bottle of rum there because I'm the only one who gets it. No one else drinks rum at the unsub house. I am the rum guy. And Chris Cappy was too. Man, Cappy, I love Cappy, but he put down some of that rum on that last podcast we were on. So a good Captain and Coke is good. I will, however, sip on, is it Is it bourbon? What is Blue Label? I know. Is that Scotch? I don't know. Whatever Johnny Walker Blue Label is. I've had a bottle of that before, and it was wonderful. It was so smooth. That was a great sipping thing. Good. It's a Scotch? Okay. Saw a deep dive in the Merkava in Gaza. Only 2 have been confirmed destroyed. Lots have been hit. Only 2 confirmed visually. So yeah, if you go on Twitter, Dave, do the fucking pro Hamas and Hezbollah things. Like they're always like, we destroyed another tank today. And like you see an explosion and then the video ends. And it's like, is the tank still there? Is it in one piece? I didn't see a turret go into orbit. I didn't see anyone run away from the tank. I saw an explosion in the dust. I got nothing. Did you say bleach is your favorite adult beverage? Yeah, I know they've been taking some hits though. I think that their weak point, which I thought was one of their strong points, is the access door in the back. That door, I mean, any access point in a tank is going to have problems. I mean, if you strap an explosive to an Abrams hatch, it's going to blow right through it. So having that back door, I really thought that was a beneficial thing, but it's a real weak point for them. Does 1% of Americans still believe the Fauci propaganda? We're 5 years in, people still taking jabs and tests. It's been a dead horse. So this is the way I look at it, Skull Muncher. Americans have the right to make any decision they want to. I think that both sides of the argument kind of fell apart. There are people that got jabbed fucking 10 times, still got COVID. There are people who never got jabbed, who never got COVID. There are people who never got the jab and were all about that it was the government's way to control people. And it was, they wanted you to do this and this. And the whole thing was about government control. And here we are years later. What changed? Nothing. The government isn't controlling people. The government's fucking retarded. I work for the government. I know how stupid they are. Okay. But the way I see it, I'm more of a, and this may not sit right with people, do whatever you want to your body. And you can tell people if you want to, but if they say that's fucking stupid, I don't want to do it, you can't yell and get mad at them. Like that's okay, cool. That's the way that I look at it. So I try not to get in the middle of that one. Fighters, the 14 utility, the EEA 6B. The Prowler. I farted. I let some of those out earlier, man. They were rough. F8 Crusaders better than the F14 Tomcat. Ooh. Tequila? Okay. I got a tequila story for you. Because we got a little bit more time here. I don't agree with your take on the F8 Crusader. I don't. But, so tequila. I love tequila. Okay. I'm a real big tequila fan. Not as fan of the shots anymore. Not really a shots fan, but I used to be. You know, the whole salt and lime, that whole jazz. And I remember I was at a gentleman's club. It was called Platinum 84. It's in Westminster, in just outside of Denver, Colorado. And I was at this gentleman's club, and it was one that I would frequent pretty often. I knew the owner, and Chuck Liddell came in there one time. And you know what's funny is last time I met Chuck Liddell, I should have told him, be like, hey man, I was at Platinum 84 in Denver that one time you came in and just wanted to see some boobies. Anyways, so I was in this gentleman's club, and I'm not a dirtbag. You know, I understand. They're like paintings. You don't touch the paintings. You don't do weird stuff with the paintings. They're paintings. And I remember I was doing shots of Patron. And I love Patron. But Patron makes me sleepy. Not like pass out sleepy, but like I'm comfortable anywhere sleepy. And I probably had, I don't know, 7 or 8 shots in the matter of like an hour and a half. And I also had a couple of beers. Like I was feeling real good. And I remember I went back for a private dance, as you will. And this young woman was doing her thing and bouncing around and whatever. And it was winter time. It was cold outside. And I had my jacket. And she was dancing around, whatever. And I was like, cool. And I was like, man, I'm sleepy. And I put my arms in my jacket on the chair. And I was like, oh, that's so warm. And Knox, did you just lick my hand? You're weird. I love you, bud. Go back to bed. Go on. Go to your bed. And I put my hands in my jacket. And I'm like, man, my jacket is warm. And I remember covering myself in my jacket. And I was like, oh, it's so warm. And I went to sleep. And I remember that I got woke up by one of the bouncers who was like, oh, get out of here. And I was like, I grabbed the money. I was like, I don't know where she went, but here's the $20. Like, give it to her. She did her job. I was like, I'm just sleepy. And I felt bad because like she was working her tail off. And I was like, I want to pay the woman her money. Yeah. Was I working? No. Tequila's great. Charles Nickerson, thank you so much. The senior operator, Jack Phillips, is known as Sparks. Oh, Jack died. No shit. But how do you know you're related to his family? I'm kind of curious about that whole lineage thing. Best adult drink is a Shirley Temple. You ain't wrong. Hey man, if you want to stay sober, that is entirely. This is the thing, guys. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. If you want to drink booze, drink booze. If you don't. I don't understand the whole like we're drinking, man. You need to drink. No, it's dumb. I could show up at the unsub house and be like, I'm just gonna have a bottle of water and I'm gonna leave early. And they'd be like, cool, man. Everything okay? You want some soda? We can go get you some soda. You want a juice? Like. They're perfectly fine with it. Those are good people to be around because they're reinforcing the way you are. All right, hold on. Do you think the U.S. or an ally will get their hands on the S-300? I don't know if the 300 is beneficial to us. And the only reason I ask, or I infer that is because Ukraine had the S-300. And I assume we got one of those from them when we decided to do the whole, hey, we'll train you on Patriot. Here's Patriot. Now, if it's an S-400, that I guarantee is going to show up at our house. You can touch the paintings in East St. Louis. Then remind me not to go to East St. Louis. Weapons you taking off? Buy weapons. I was going to tell people about how much more I know about weapons than you do. I don't know. Go look up the ICBM 9Z. Wolfram, you're fucked up, man. Oh, man. I'm sorry, but go back to your comment about the Leopard 2. It's okay. I'm willing to be incorrect. It tickled my tankism. There's only been produced 427 of Challengers and 4,451 of the Leopard. Yes. The Challenger 2 is a very reduced production than the Leopard. The Leopard is the primary tank of Germany, Poland. Poland also has a shit ton of everything else. They don't have any Challengers, but they do got like Abrams and fucking Leopard 1 A2s, and now they're getting Leopard 2 A2s. I'm going to say Hungary? Could be wrong there. Estonia. But yeah, the Leopard is a very widely produced tank. I personally, and granted I haven't really looked, I don't know how many combat stories there are about the Leopard. I know the Challengers seen combat, but I don't think Germany ever sent Leopards to Iraq or Afghanistan. Hang on. Well, I guess it was used in the war in Afghanistan. It's also used in the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Syrian civil war, the Kosovo war. I didn't know the 2A5s, or not 2A5s, 2A Leopard 2s have been around that long. Challengers equal electrical problems. Well, it's because they want to have fucking tea. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry about tell Buffy sounds like 46.
Who the fuck is 46? Sorry, my voice is already pretty much fucking gone.
You know more about what weapons than weapons does? Absolutely. And I love driving weapons nuts about it. Help, I'm in North Korea. Get off the internet, bro. Run. That's all you need to do. Thinking of going to the Navy as a naval aircrew operator. What do I think? Here's the thing that I think. Rylan? I think I said that name right. We're about done here, so I'll answer this as my last question of the night. Ancestry finders, how? Good to know. When it comes to the military, and every vet will tell you this, the house always wins. Uncle Sam will always get what he wants out of you. Pick something you enjoy. Pick something that'll give you a setup on the outside. Like, nothing against infantry guys, because infantry is an important job in the military. But it prepares you for fucking nothing outside the military. Unless you go and get a degree and do all this extra shit. Me as an air defender, I can walk into a job at Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, or Northrop Grumman. Probably still need a degree, but I can at least do an entry-level job until I get that degree. My field artillery counterparts that I work with, field artillery guys, some of the smartest motherfuckers I've ever met, which is surprising because I thought it was just pull string, go boom. But these guys do a lot of math. Although it doesn't make any sense, they made the math different. I've done an Exos Min QE class for any U13 series. Math is math. I don't know why you're changing it. Neither here nor there. But they're not qualified for anything when they get out. And I feel so bad for them because I am qualified for a bunch of stuff when I get out. So yeah. Oh, sounds like Biden. Took me a minute. All right. So your dad drove a Leopard 2A5 and 2A3. Holy shit. Or Alpha 1A5. Holy cow. Oh, I think my headphones. Here we go. So there we go. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have been here for another 2 hours. I will tell you this straight up. I will not be here next Friday. I will be places. Don't worry, you guys will still get some notifications from me. So as always, do not come into the 22 a day. Every single one of you are amazing. If you would like to support the channel, please go to habituallinecrosser.com. Go ahead and get yourself some merch. If you want to check out the video I have coming out tomorrow, it goes live on Pepperbox tonight at midnight. If you're a little patient, it'll be out noon tomorrow on the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. So thank you all so much for being here. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.